Welcome to Oliver Twist's novel. Written by Charles Dickens. Summarized and prepared by Walaa Samir. Audio recorded by AI technology. Chapter 4. Escape to London. Oliver ran away from Mr. Sowerberry's house. He sat at the side of the road where he found a sign that said, London 70 miles. So, he decided to head to London as he had no other place to go to, as well as it's far away from Mr. Bumble's reach and he could find work there. That day, Oliver walked 20 miles. He ate a piece of bread and a few cups of water from houses he begged along the road. That night, he slept in a field and woke up feeling very cold. He had a penny, which was a gift from Mr. Sowerberry one day after a funeral, by which he bought himself a loaf of bread. He walked 12 miles that day. His feet were sore and his legs hurt him so much. On the 7th day, he reached a small town near London. He was sitting on a doorstep resting when a strange-looking boy came up to talk to him. He was about the same age as Oliver. He had big ears and was very dirty. He was short and wore a man's coat that nearly touched the ground. The long sleeves of the coat were rolled back so that his hands were free. The boy is named Jack Dawkins, but people call him the Artful Dodger. Dawkins, what are you doing here? Oliver, I'm hungry. I've been walking for a week. He took Oliver and bought bread and meat to eat together. Dawkins knew that Oliver was going to London, but he had no place to stay in or money to pay for his stay. Dawkins, I'm going to London. I know a respectable old gentleman there who'll give you somewhere to stay for nothing. Oliver was happy about the unexpected offer. They both set off for London. They arrived late that night. They went through narrow, smelly streets. There were children crying everywhere. Oliver thought of running away from Dawkins, but he took him by the arm into a dark passage. Dawkins whistled. A man with a candle appeared asking him about the boy with him. Dawkins told him Oliver was a new friend whom the man would take upstairs to meet Fagin. Fagin was an old man with red bread cooking sausages for the boys who were sitting around the table. There were about 4 or 5 boys. Dawkins whispered to Fagin, who smiled and took Oliver's hand. The other boys looked at Oliver. Dawkins introduced Fagin to Oliver. Fagin expressed his happiness to see Oliver. He sat round the table with the other boys waiting for the sausages. But he noticed a line of silk handkerchiefs hanging on a clothesline. Fagin, you're looking at all the kerchiefs. We took them out to wash. They laughed and had supper. They gave Oliver a hot drink and in a minute he fell asleep. The next morning, Oliver woke up finding Fagin only in the room making coffee. Fagin looked at Oliver thinking that he was still asleep. He locked the door and took out a small box from under the floorboard. He opened it and took out a beautiful gold watch. Then another watch, and another and another. Then rings and other pieces of jewelry. Fagin looked over and saw Oliver watching. Quickly, he closed the box, picked up a knife and shouted, "Fagin, what did you see? Why are you awake?" "Oliver, I couldn't sleep anymore." "Fagin, were you awake an hour ago?" "Oliver, no, no." Fagin, smiling, "My dear, I only tried to frighten you. But you're a brave boy. Did you see any of these pretty things?" Oliver, "Yes, sir." Fagin went pale. "They are all mine, all I have for my old age. People call me a miser." Soon came Dodger and Charlie Bates. While having breakfast, Fagin said, "Fagin, I hope you have been working hard, Dodger." Dodger, "Very hard. I've a couple of pocketbooks." Showing them to him. Fagin, "Clever workman, isn't he, Oliver?" Oliver, "Very, sir." He didn't understand what was going on or what they were really doing. Charlie laughed at him. Oliver didn't know why. Fagin, "And what have you got?" Charlie, "Kerchiefs, laying out 4 of them." Fagin, "You'd like to make a kerchief as easily as Charlie, wouldn't you, Oliver?" Oliver, "Very much, if you teach me, sir." Charlie laughed again. Fagin and the 2 boys started to play a game. Fagin put a small silver box in one trouser pocket, a purse in the other, and a watch on a chain in his waistcoat. Then he put a diamond pin in his shirt and fastened his coat tightly. After that, he put his spectacle case and handkerchief in his pockets. He walked up and down the room with a stick. Sometimes he stopped pretending to be looking in a shop window. Oliver laughed. The 2 boys followed him closely. But when he stopped, they got out of his sight. The Dodger trod on Fagin's foot while Charlie bumped him. At that moment they took the box, the purse, the watch on its chain, and everything else at great speed. If Fagin felt a hand in one of his pockets, he cried out and started the game again. Then came 2 young women to visit Fagin, Nancy and Bet. Charlie took them and the Dodger and went out. Oliver stayed alone with Fagin. Fagin, "Copy those boys, Oliver. Do what they say and take their advice, especially the Dodgers. He'll be a great man, and you will too. Is my handkerchief hanging out of my pocket?" Oliver, "Yes, sir." Fagin, "Try to pull it out without me feeling it, just as you saw them do when we were playing." Oliver drew it quickly and lightly. Fagin, "Clever boy. Here's a silver coin for you. If you go on like this, you'll be the greatest man of the time." Oliver couldn't understand how picking Fagin's pocket would make him a great man, but thought that Fagin must know best. Not long after that, Oliver went out with the Dodger and Charlie. the Dodger suddenly stopped. "The Dodger, do you see that old man at the bookstall? Oliver, the gentleman over there?" "Yes, I see him." "Charlie, perfect, just what we need." The gentleman picked up a book from the bookstall and began reading. The Dodger put his hand into the gentleman's pocket and pulled out a handkerchief. Oliver watched in amazement. Then, the Dodger and Charlie ran away. Now, Oliver understood the meaning of the game in Fagin's room. He stood in fear. Then, he ran after the boys. But just then, the gentleman noticed that his handkerchief had gone and noticed Oliver running. He cried, "Stop, thief!" People in the street ran after Oliver and cried, "Stop, thief!" Oliver fell down, and the crowd gathered around him. A policeman made his way through the crowd, and when Oliver saw him said, "Oliver, it wasn't me. It was two other boys." Oliver was taken by the policeman while Charlie and the Dodger were hiding and watching him. At the police station, the gentleman wasn't sure if it was Oliver who robbed him or not. Yet, Oliver was taken to a stone cell before standing in front of the magistrate. The gentleman looked troubled as Oliver was taken away. He thought, "There's a look on that boy's face. He looks. No, it must be my imagination." He thought that Oliver looked like someone he knew before. The magistrate saw the gentleman, Mr. Brownlow, who told him how he was robbed and chased Oliver because he saw him running away, but now he believed that Oliver wasn't the thief. Oliver was standing, trembling, in the corner. Mr. Brownlow sympathized with him and said that because Oliver fell down, he hurt himself. The magistrate asked Oliver about his name, but out of fear, Oliver couldn't answer him. The clerk decided to answer on behalf of Oliver, guessing the answers, saying, "His name's Tom's White. His parents died when he was born." Oliver asked for a cup of water. The clerk, "I think he's ill, sir." Oliver fainted. The magistrate, "He's sentenced to 3 months hard labor." The bookstall owner interfered, saying, "The bookstall owner, stop, don't take him away. I saw what happened. I saw 2 other boys near my stall when this gentleman was reading. This boy did not commit the robbery." The magistrate, "Mr. Brownlow was reading, was he?" The bookstall owner, "Yes, the book he still has in his hand." The magistrate, "Is it paid for?" The bookstall owner, smiling, "No, it's not." Mr. Brownlow, "Dear me, I forgot all about it." The magistrate, "You are lucky, sir, not to be charged by this bookseller for stealing." The boy is discharged. Oliver was thrown out onto the street. When Mr. Brownlow saw him, he called a coach and took him with him. The questions in this chapter are: answer the following questions. How was Oliver's journey to London? Why did Oliver choose London to be his runaway destination? Who is the artful dodger? How did he look like? What did the artful dodger offer to Oliver? Who is Fagin? Fagin is a miser. Explain. Describe Fagin's game. Oliver proved to be an innocent boy. Illustrate. Why did the policeman arrest Oliver? How did the bookstall owner rescue Oliver from prison? How do you know that Mr. Brownlow sympathized with Oliver? This boy did not commit the robbery. Comment. There's a look on that boy's face. He looks. No, it must be my imagination. Comment. It wasn't me. It was two other boys. Comment. If you go on like this, you'll be the greatest man of the time. Comment. Copy those boys. Do what they say and take their advice. Comment. They are all mine, all I have for my old age. Comment. I know a respectable old gentleman there who'll give you somewhere to stay for nothing. Comment. See you in the next chapters. If this content is beneficial to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.